Welcome everyone to cybersecurity news. Topic of discussion this week is Coca-Cola. So Stormus is a pro-Russian cyber group or hack group. Not necessarily Russian per se, but they're pro-Russian group that has claimed attack on Coca-Cola. They have claimed to have stolen around 161 gigs of data. What has been stolen exactly is network data, financial data, passwords, account data. However, this has not been confirmed by Coca-Cola, and the reason for this is because Coca-Cola just doesn't want to let their stakeholders know unless they're 1,000% sure that this was an actual attack, because it just brings up fear. If you hear their organization got hacked in some way, stakeholders may get fearful, or like organizations have legitimately gone out of business because of a cyber attack. So Stormus is now known for as being pro-Russian, with the Ukraine war and all that. Um, However, they're not. They have claimed and was confirmed that they did hack the Ukraine Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But it's what I've been doing in my research with this attack is that they're not really known. It, One of the remarks was that it's a clown show. They're just not. So everyone's not really making it a big fuss until it's confirmed by Coca-Cola, just because of the Stormist's reputation. So they have stolen. Well, they've claimed that they have all this data, and they scored a screenshot. You can check it out on the more detailed in my blog below on the link in the description. But they have sold 13 files for 1.6 BTC, which is about 60 something, $68,000 at the time of when they sold it. So they have sold that information. We'll see what that comes out of that, who purchased it, and how Coca-Cola could be facing uh, more potential breaches in the future. So how did the hack occur? So Stormers posted a poll on Telegram, and Telegram is just like a social media compared to like WhatsApp. Um, it says it's encrypted, but Telegram can still view your text messages. So I don't know how secure it is, but it's being used heavily for like communication between different countries. So did a poll and listed a few companies, United States companies in particular, and Coca-Cola was a top voted. Now, my takes on all this, I do believe they have been hacked. Coca-Cola, they just don't want to confirm it, um, as well as like they want to go through the proper procedures and get analysis and all that. But I also believe that Stormus has compromised the other systems that were other organizations that were in the poll. Um, I don't believe in any form that they listed companies who should we attack, got the poll, and then coordinated attack. I'm pretty sure that they already have compromised the organizations that were on the list, and they already have the data just sitting there. Now it's like, okay, now let's generate some income, and by making a poll, oh, make it look like we just hacked them because we just can because we're that good. That's not what happened. So at least not that's not from my perspective, my experience of how things work, and I just suspect that that did not occur. It's likely that it did happen again. However, if how to countermeasure all this, right? And one of the things I do want to communicate is like, just because you get hacked, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. One of the countermeasures that would help in this particular scenario would be least privilege, which is just give the minimal amount of access to a certain individual or department, more particularly an individual. And so, for example, like in this attack, we got financial data. That financial data could be only applicable to that one individual doing sales or something like that. Account information that could be his accounts or just his accounts that he's responsible for, and only that particular niche on what he does on a day-to-day basis. His passwords could be maybe his master password for his password manager, right? And in the password manager, only his systems are pertaining in there, and all you have to do is worry about that compromised user. What the whole purpose of this is that if you have an individual who is compromised and you have network account information, that if that one person was compromised, it's likely that they can only access to what's in that ecosystem, instead of having access to all of the systems because you compromise the accounting, VLAN or department, and now you have access to everyone in there. And so account meaning every account that Coca-Cola deals with, and all the passwords pertaining to the accounting department. So that'll be a disaster. But if it's just that one individual working in that one department in that one region, location, and part of the world, then it wouldn't be as bad. And that is where there's not enough information out in the cyber world where look like it's just like accidents, and I equivalent to like security to safety where um, when you can't prevent nothing ever happening to you ever, right? You're gonna stub your toe, you're just trying to minimize your likelihood of a fatality. But you getting injured is inevitable. Same thing with security. You're gonna get breached in some fashion. You prefer it to be a downloading a virus on a computer and your AV prevent like uh, captures it and prevents it from happening, or you get a bloatware. You download a file, you thought it was safe, but the worst thing that happens is just like a bunch of random files just show up that are like advertising something, and you could just like clear that up. And you're like, oh man, that was pretty dumb, but the consequences will go beyond that, right? Because you put in countermeasures to prevent it from flooding anywhere else. So that's really what security should be focused on. Not necessarily let's stop every breach in mankind. We should definitely though focus on like preventing 161 gigs of files. I broke it down in my blog down there, but it's like a 5-page paper is 100 kilobytes. So that's I don't know one. I think it's like 1 million and 1.6 million 5-page papers. That's what like that's how much data they're claiming to have took from Coca-Cola. So that's a lot of passwords of financial information. So if this is a legitimate attack, I do believe that this could have severe consequences to Coca-Cola regarding either just like trade secrets or something like that. It's I'm pretty sure it'll be valuable to somebody. So that's my quick wrap up, you guys. More detail regarding like, my research and what I found on regarding the Coca-Cola breach down below, and then check out my other posting as well. All right, peace.